All right. We're here. Episode 51. If you made it through 50, then that means you submitted some not super. What did you submit? You submitted what we needed so that you could win a $50 gift card. And by this point, we've already announced it. Congratulations. Yeah. Thank you so much. Keep it coming. And next week will actually be officially 1 year, which is kind of cool. Cool. Today we are talking about self-confidence 2.0. Someone suggested that they or requested that they wanted to hear more about self-confidence. They really enjoyed the episode. So we are doing a self-confidence 2.0. You're welcome, Mark. He was not happy with me when I told him that's what you were doing. He's like, you just did that. Well, we're going deeper and it's going to be great. Okay, let's talk about updates.
This is Ashley,
Molly,
Kim,
and Tara.
We are 4 best friends who by fate moved into the same cul-de-sac. We talk all things mom, wife, and woman. We are Moms Take 5.
Cool. Okay, what do you guys have to talk about or share?
I've got so much. It might take the whole up.
Oh, good. Episode. I can't wait. Weird.
Yeah, no, I don't think I have any updates actually.
None?
I don't think so.
We are now the Real Housewives of Salt Lake City.
Oh, yes. That is. They
the real.
They did email me. I mean, they called me. We didn't put our email address down, did we?
I don't know.
It wasn't just our phone number. Yeah, they called me.
Yeah.
And they were like,
when you walked up.
Yeah.
You were like that.
Me too.
They're it.
Me too.
Yeah.
They're like, you're just too dramatic for the show.
Yeah.
Like, you're just too much
Well, they
drama.
pulled you aside a couple times and they were like, we need you to calm it down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Stop causing drama here.
Yeah. You're kind of still in the show.
Yeah.
We should have got up and danced on the tables.
Something,
that was
right?
our chance. Yeah, we had our chance.
What would have been the worst? They'd say, you need to leave.
They would have been like, no way, stay. Mic them up.
There was like drama happening behind me at one point where the 2 ladies were talking really intensely.
You stressed me out.
And I kept looking like this.
Well, you backed up into it. You're like, I got to get closer to this drama. I was like, get back here.
I liked your zoom in on the cameraman.
Did you love that?
His face.
Was pretty funny.
He was my favorite. I know he was listening, obviously, to.
He's like, oh, shit.
His eyes are like.
Yeah.
Okay, let's give a quick recap.
Oh, yeah.
Whitney Rose, who is one of the Real Housewives of Salt Lake City, opened a jewelry company with another lady. So they had a little pop-up shop, but it was also recorded for Real Housewives of Salt Lake. So it was a very interesting experience.
Yes.
It was.
There's some very just ladies with lots of self-confidence.
Yeah.
Yes.
Which good for them.
Yes.
Nothing wrong with that. No.
When it does become a problem is when they think that they're more important than everyone else there. That's what I don't like.
Which might not be self-confidence. You know?
There's a group of women that spent I seriously think that was like 20 minutes.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I told Mark they probably took 1,000 photos. And
we were trying to get a picture of the backdrop.
Just a picture.
Like a simple prism backdrop.
Yeah.
And every minute we'd be like, okay, they're done. And then they'd just go right back.
With new people or a new phone to take pictures with.
Well, and they totally side-checked Ashley.
They did. They pushed me out of the
hip-checked your ass right out.
So Molly
I
twerked.
tried to back into him, back my behind, and it didn't work still. I was like, that's a large load coming through these tiny women. And it still didn't work.
So funny.
Oh, man.
I don't know. I was like, okay, I guess we're back to waiting. I don't know.
Well, I stalked half of them after the event because I am that
I kind of did too.
I did
like,
too.
let's figure out who all these women are.
Yep.
Yeah.
How was the jewelry?
There's actually some cute pieces.
Yeah.
There is some really pretty pieces.
Yeah, I don't think it's like ridiculously priced.
No.
I mean,
you could get some around 120.
Yeah.
There wasn't a ton.
It's up there.
When I shop at Target and Old Navy for little things, it's a bit more than what. I mean,
we didn't buy anything.
No. Well, Molly did.
Everything. I bought everything.
Yeah. She had a whole bag of tickets. Jewelry.
At one point, the lady was trying to talk to us about the jewelry, and she handed me a bag of the drink tickets. Like, they handed us a ticket to get a free drink, and she was like, like winking at me, like,
She's like, here, hold this.
hold this, like you actually bought it. And she kept like
Yeah.
staging it so it made sure the name was on it. So at one point I was like,
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Very looking very natural.
yes.
The
Like,
director
normal.
lady. I said, okay, I want you guys to like come over here and
Yeah.
talk about the jewelry. And we were like, okay.
Yeah,
I
how
guess
many
we're, like,
times did she keep telling us?
I think
"You
2 or 3
ladies,
times.
Get over here.
Yeah.
Cameraman, will you get the camera on these ladies looking at the jewelry? Like, how many times did she tell us?
Awkward.
That was funny. She was cool
Awkward.
though.
I just think I'm going to be on Real Housewives of Salt Lake going like this.
Oh, totally. Check
the
out the people
back.
behind.
Yes,
behind the
yes, there
cameras.
was.
They really are.
And then, like, I kept telling myself, I was like, don't look at that. I'd be like,
Well, just wait a couple months and then we're gonna watch all the episodes. I'm gonna have my mom tell us. I think she watches it.
my
Does
mom
she?
does too.
Oh yeah, see,
Okay.
our moms can tell us.
Yep. I
haven't watched it
remember
since the first
I was
season.
at another event with Whitney Rose, and I had no clue who she was. And I was like, this is so weird. Like, why does everybody keep taking pictures with her?
Oh.
And then I left, and my mom called me. She's like, do you know who that was? I was like, no. Please tell me. I was trying to figure it out. She's like, she was a Real Housewife of Salt Lake. I was like, oh, my gosh.
She's
No
a TV
way.
star. Can she get me on SNL?
Right? Yeah. What kind of connection does she
Sure.
have?
Yeah.
It was just shocking, but not just to see how staged a lot of it was.
There was definitely some stage drama.
for sure.
100%.
Yep.
It was
Saw it with our own eyes and heard the producer like, okay, we're gonna stop this conversation. You guys are gonna go over here and talk about this. And then
Really?
they'd like tell everybody, okay, guys, now come sit around these round tables. Let's fill up these tables. Like, okay,
Yeah.
it was a lot.
yeah.
My anxiety. I was exhausted by the time I got home.
Oh, me too.
Just drained, like mentally.
100%.
Like, oh,
My lower back still hurts from wearing heels for 2 like not even being able to move in the morning. I
Really?
can't tie my
What?
shoes move. It hurts that bad.
Are you sure it's from the shoes?
Yeah. Did you do
What
a
else
workout?
would it be?
An exercise or something? Did you do anything?
No.
Seems like
That's
a lot from heels.
crazy. Yeah.
we've got some back exercises.
That stinks.
It hurts.
That's why I told you. That's why I wear my orthotics.
I'm
That's why I'm like a nerd with my big old
next
lump
time
of
I'm
shoes.
on Real Housewives
Yeah.
of Salt Lake, I'll make sure to wear my
But-
orthotics.
I'm just-
with my cocktail dress.
As a nurse and a hairstylist, like you have to wear good
That's true.
shoes.
You do.
Yeah.
Like when you're on,
On your
your feet a
feet.
lot, that's important.
I'm just really proud of my $20 dress. That was
Yeah.
$20
Yeah.
from
That's
Amazon.
Cute.
It came through.
Yeah, it did.
It did. I'm real proud of it.
It was awesome. I liked it.
Oh, my shoes I've owned for
Those were cute.
2 years.
yeah, and finally got to wear them.
Oh, you was the first time?
Yeah,
Yeah, those were
took
really
them to
cute.
Hawaii, and I'm like, I'm not wearing these on the beach. You know what I mean?
Really cute.
That wouldn't have been good.
No.
My
Heels
my
to
kids have been pooping and puking
Oh yeah.
all over our house.
I saw the cleaners there.
Yeah,
today.
literally.
I did too.
The couch.
Yep.
How'd they do?
Oh, they did really good.
Yeah.
I had True Rinse. If you want to sponsor us, they came and cleaned my couch. Tyler puked all over it.
Yeah.
And it wasn't just like one spot got really bad. It was over like 2 cushions, the ottoman. So I like cleaned it up immediately. But he like got all over me, all over him. So I'm like, we have a cheaper, just like Bissell little thing. So I took off my super soaked clothes and I was cleaning it in my t-shirt and underwear. Because I was like, I have to get this up. Like,
As soon as you can.
I can't stand
It
the
looks
smell.
kind of red.
Yeah, that's what I
It
thought
was like
too.
purpley.
Yeah.
So, and then I called the next day and was like, I need this cleaned.
Did you have them do your carpet too?
No, it didn't get on the carpet. Just all
Oh.
on the couch.
Oh wow.
At least he got it in one spot.
Yeah.
But the amount of laundry I've done. So yesterday I did go for a little walk, but I had 12,000 steps. And I think it was just back and forth, like through my house 100 billion times. Then like Nick puked in the bathroom and he must have been on the toilet because he got the rug, the shower curtain, the wall. So that's fun.
Oh.
They've both pooped their pants like 4 or 5 times.
Oh,
That's when I found pull-ups to be super convenient.
Like if they're smaller
yeah,
kids
that's
and they
true.
like still wear pull-ups at night, to have some around when they have like diarrhea, because if you can just toss it.
They tried.
Yeah.
I know they tried their hardest.
Oh, I
to
know.
like,
It's so hard.
I'd see them running, and I'm like, "Did you poop a little?"
hmm
Yeah.
Oh.
Or they think it's a fart and it's
Yeah.
not. It's so hard.
And like, you guys know the activity level of my children.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
don't hold still.
When they like for 2 days were just laying around, which was kind of nice. That part was I was like,
Yeah.
it's not so bad.
Yeah.
But the laundry and the cleaning,
Non-stop.
All the bodily fluids.
Ugh.
That
yeah.
is so
And then I was
hard.
telling Cody, I was like, every gurgle I get in my stomach, I'm like, oh no, do I have it?
Yeah. Yeah.
But we've been good.
You've been fine.
I know. Sunday I was feeling a little weird.
Were you afraid to fart?
Uh-oh.
I was
was
afraid to do everything.
I was
like,
so I've been so
should I
afraid
eat?
to fart.
like none of my kids had it. It was just your kids, and I was just like,
I think I have it.
if I'm gonna get it, why am I gonna get it first instead of my kids? Paranoid all day.
Why is it hitting me?
Yeah.
That stuff stresses me out. When Jack was sick a few weeks ago, I was like, that poor kid. I mean, he went from like, he was just, his color was gone
Yeah.
and he was sitting on the toilet and he's got diarrhea and he's got a bowl on his face. And luckily it was
Oh.
just for like an hour. And then he just was like exhausted. It like wiped him out.
That's what I was hoping for. I was like, oh, maybe it's just like a little 24-hour bug,
Yeah.
but it did last a couple days.
Kept going.
I mean, I kept them home today because yesterday they were still feeling it, but they 100% could have gone to school. They were running around like wild people. I'm like, you're better.
Right?
You're going.
You're going
You're
tomorrow.
going.
So,
Yeah, Zeta ended up throwing up that same day. She must have
Yeah.
caught a similar bug. She didn't have the diarrhea though. But she did throw up probably like 5 times.
Oh, it's so sad when little
So
babies throw up like that.
sad. A little 1-year-old. Oh,
And
but
they're like, they look at you like, why is this happening? And you
yes,
have, like,
I know. Like they're so helpless. But luckily, after that like half day in, she stopped. Like she didn't throw up anymore. She definitely was under the weather. She was super tired. Fever hit that night. She had fever, kind of low fever throughout the next day. But now she's
She's
good.
still waking up at 6:30.
yep. Oh my word, guys, my kids, man. I've said this, but one of the biggest reasons we started waking up so early. Mark has to go to work, but also so we could work out and like get our day started without the kids, have some mental time for ourselves. They're freaking waking up
No,
like cute
it's not allowed.
cute
Not
little
allowed.
sheds.
I'm not getting up before my kids. I refuse. I am not getting up at that would be like
That'd be so
6.
early for you.
5:45 or 6, and I'm not. I refuse the 5 o'clock hour unless it's for golfing. I feel like that's the only reason to get up at
That
that
you'll do
time.
it?
Yeah.
I actually love. I am really enjoying being done working out
Yeah.
at that time.
Well, if someone was getting up and doing it with me,
Yes.
I would do it.
it helps.
Yeah, but I'm not doing it alone.
I did 6:20 the past 2 days.
Oh my gosh. Did you do it
Hey.
with Matt or just you?
Monday I woke up first. I didn't know if he was coming down, but he did. And then this morning he had to take his dad to the airport at like 5 in the morning.
Oh
So by the
my.
time I got down there, he was already done because he had taken him, come back, worked out.
Wow.
Yeah.
Do you like getting it done though? Like, do you
I
feel
do, but
a
I am
mental
exhausted
difference?
right
Yeah.
now.
Oh, me too.
And yesterday
Yeah.
I went to bed at like 10,
Yeah.
and I
Yep.
never do that. It's like 12 is like
Usually.
the earliest.
Uh-huh.
But it feels good, I think. I like
Uh-huh.
waking up early, going to bed early. It makes me feel, and I feel like I'm just way more productive.
Yep.
Especially working out first thing in the morning. I
It's
feel like,
true.
oh yeah.
I went to bed at like 8:45 the other night
I could.
because like the kids were not feeling good. So I was like, I'm just gonna go to bed. Oh,
Yep. Yep.
I was like, I'll go lay with you, and I was out.
Yeah.
I had a group of ladies that's called Reset Your Nest come organize my kitchen yesterday, which was wonderful, but it was at the same time kind of awkward because that's like the space that you spend your time in, like your kitchen and
Yes.
so like I was exhausted yesterday because it was like I'd try and lock the kids in my room and I was trying to like fold laundry, but they didn't like that, so they were trying to like they had stuff everywhere.
right.
So my kids were trying to like run around them, and I'm like trying to stop them, and then we'd be outside, inside, out, and I was just like, can we have our kitchen back?
And it's
Yeah.
so
Right.
awkward when you have
guys
someone like in your space and you
Yep.
kind of
Yep.
don't know what to do. Like, do you want
No.
me to be around? Do you want me
Yeah.
to go away?
And it's like,
yeah.
I felt weird. Like,
Yeah.
sometimes I'll just, like, relax on my couch for a second, like, get a little breather. And I was like, I can't do that. I feel weird sitting. Even if it was in my room, for some reason, I was like, I can't sit.
like, you guys working hard over there?
Yeah,
Well,
right?
because you're like, I'm just gonna sit here and like be on my phone while
While you guys work really
work?
hard. Yeah.
I know it feels so
Yeah.
And but they wanted me there at the same time because they're like, we want to ask if you want to keep certain things or like show you where certain things go.
So
it's
you
just
like couldn't leave.
yeah. I
Yeah.
was like always on alert, but always trying to like chase my kids around. And every time I'd send them in the basement, they'd come up 2 seconds later.
Yep.
Well, your house looks
Oh.
glorious.
Yes.
It does
Amazing.
look beautiful.
Oh, the drawers, the pantry. Pantry
Yeah.
is my favorite part for sure.
It
And
looks
then
really good.
Yeah.
Noah had 2 practices yesterday. The girls had gymnastics. Today, Noah had a game. Tomorrow, Emmy has practice, and Noah, I think, does 2. Thursday, we have baseball and soccer. And Saturday, we have 3 games.
Yikes.
You're not very busy.
No,
No.
not at all.
You got room for more for sure.
Yeah. Van, I better just sign up Van for a couple more
Probably
things.
should.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's
It's about that time, yeah.
Holy.
Get him going.
That's the thing. See, it doesn't really slow down.
No.
It's just a different type of busy.
Yep.
It just keeps going.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And then they grow up and get married, and they have kids. So you've got
Yep.
grandkids.
Then you're going to all
All their stuff.
Tyler had his
Oh,
first
man.
football game.
today.
No, on Saturday.
On Saturday, how'd it go?
He loved it.
Did he?
Yeah, he was super excited because they have to wear mouth guards. And he thought that was real
Thought
cool.
that was cool.
Oh my gosh.
I know.
It's like the big boys, you know?
They don't, it's just flags, so they don't have helmets or anything.
Right.
And my sister's like, so why do they have to wear like a mouth guard? Like, aren't they more worried about their head? Like, shouldn't they wear a helmet? And I was like, I don't know.
Oh, yeah. They wear a mouth guard, but not a helmet.
Yeah.
Probably because they're
That's
not
funny.
head first tackling.
Yeah, they're not
Yeah.
tackling.
You know?
But why a mouth guard then?
I don't know. Flailing
make 'em
arms
feel
or
cool.
something.
Yeah, an
Yeah.
elbow.
You know? Yeah.
Maybe to get used to it. I don't know.
Yeah. I
But
don't know.
It was pretty cute. He
Some
made a
kid probably does
touchdown.
too.
He was
He
pretty
did?
excited. Yeah.
That's
He was
that's
pretty
awesome.
excited.
Oh my gosh.
I was thinking about this today, actually, and I was like, we should at least like get all of us together to go to one game of each kid.
Yeah.
Oh, that would be
So I'm like,
fun.
I want to go to other kids' stuff, but there's so much, and there's so,
So
much with
much.
my
I know.
kids. But if we could all just like pick one game of
That would be really
one
fun.
kid's stuff and like
Yeah.
all go, like
That
how
would be
cool
so
would they
cool.
feel if
Oh,
they had that whole
They'd feel so
Yeah.
proud.
Yeah.
cheering section?
I'm down. We should do
okay.
it.
We'll plan
I
that
told
out.
your Noah that Rock's playing t-ball. He goes, "Oh, I gotta come see him play."
Oh,
it's
That's
so cute. I was like,
Oh
"Oh,
I love that.
I love
Yeah.
it."
Maybe Freya can come get her football.
Her feel of
Feel.
what it would
There
be
you
like.
go.
Since
Yeah.
she's so sad.
Oh my gosh. I love that.
Yeah,
she
okay, well,
in gymnastics. Today Mark took her. Normally we both go, but I stayed home because Zeta was just. I think she's still like she's not under the weather, but still kind of fussy. You know what I mean? They're coming off not feeling well. She just was not getting in that car seat. She's like, no way. But Mark said in her class she climbed the highest on the rope.
Oh,
Yes,
All
nice.
the
girl.
kids, the gymnastic girl. I'm like,
Nice.
girl, that's so cool.
The best.
That thing's tall. You know,
it is.
She's not to the top yet, but she climbed the highest, which is so cute out of all the kids.
My mom was asking me today. She's like, "So was that boy back in Lucy's gymnastics class?" And I was like, "Well, we switched
Right?
classes." I was like, "But I swear she was still picking on somebody on Monday." I was like, "She's a brat." My mom just laughed. She's like, "She's so cute, though." I was like, "Yeah, but she's still a little punk." And after class, I was like, "You know, I can see you the whole time, right?" She's like, "Yeah." I was like, "Were you kind of bugging people again?" She's like, "No." I was like, "I thought I saw some." She's like, "No, Mom." I was like, "I swear you were."
I need to get a little taser for her. Just
Yeah, a little collar, a dog collar.
Right?
Well, then there
Just
was
a little vibrating one.
there was a dad that had a girl in Lucy's class that kept yelling over the thing, and I was like, "See, I don't want to do that." He
Yeah.
looked a little
See,
ridiculous.
Do- see, it's crazy, right?
Yes.
Yeah, I know. I've
Lucy.
I know. I
witnessed
was
it.
like, I know. I was like,
Glaring eyes,
Lou, you're
right?
gonna get kicked out of gymnastics She's like, well, I want to play soccer. And I was like,
Oh.
I was like, I'm not going to let you play soccer either.
Yeah. If you can't be nice in gymnastics,
Like, then you're gonna
Does she
kick
not
people.
want to do it? Is that why?
No, she just
Oh.
is a little, she just likes to pester people.
She's funny
It's
because
like
she
the
likes to be
little-
quiet about it.
Yes.
She's quietly doing
Yes.
it, you know?
And this time it was, I think,
Little
only
pinch,
me
pinch.
that
Yes.
noticed it because
Yes.
it wasn't on a specific person. It was like everybody. She would do something little to everybody.
did the
and I'm
teachers
like,
come over?
no, it was the same. It's the same dang one that wasn't paying attention in the first class. I thought maybe, and Emmy's teacher is the same one too. I was kind of excited because Emmy's teacher, Emmy likes her, but she just seems like super uninterested all the time.
The teacher does?
Yes.
Oh.
I sent Kira a video and I was like, is she always like this? And Kira's like, oh, that looks pretty bad.
Oh.
They're,
So I was like,
they're the same gym, right?
Yes.
Mhm.
Uh-huh.
I was all excited to switch them because I was like, ooh, maybe new teachers.
Right.
They both have the same exact teachers.
They did on Wednesday?
Yep.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. Well, the first time we switched it was 2 weeks ago. Emmy had this cute younger girl that was really into it. Like you could see all of the
Yes.
expressions. And I was like, oh, yes. And I was like, Emmy, that girl was great. She's like, yeah, she said she's substituting. I was like,
Of course.
Mm-hmm.
Frey has a new teacher, Mark
Oh.
said. Which I was like, shit, I really liked her other one. So I don't know what the new ones are like. Hopefully they're not
like I said,
the names
Emmy
they had.
likes her. It's just from far away. She just looks
not involved.
like stale.
Oh.
She's just real.
Just
tired.
stale. And like every time a girl does something, I'm like, oh, say good job. She just kind of stares. I'm like, tell them good job.
Yeah, like encourage them.
It's like, oh, they're doing great. They're busy.
See, I have the hardest time with that because it's expensive
Yeah.
and I want her to learn and get better. You know what I mean? And like
Yeah.
you need an involved coach for that.
Yeah.
I loved her other teacher. Oh, I'm so sad about that. I'll be the mom yelling over the railing at the coach, not
There
my
you
kid,
go.
but the
Pay
coach.
attention to my kid.
Right?
Tell my kid she did a good job.
That's what you can do. You can
You're
just start
screaming.
cheering for your kid.
Yeah.
Good
Right?
job, Freya.
Right?
And they'll be like,
From the
"Ah,
stand.
just- yeah. Yeah.
Actually, Emmy's my one that actually gets embarrassed by me.
She does.
So I was
Did
like,
you cheer?
Stop. Like I was cheering for my nephew when he was playing volleyball because they drove from Sheridan, Wyoming. It was like an 8-hour drive. There was like maybe 2 parents there. So I was like,
Oh.
I'm their only cheering section. So I was loud and Emmy just kept saying, stop. Like I'd start clapping and she'd like try and hold my
She's
hands
like, I'm going to
down.
go sit somewhere else, Mom.
Yeah. No one doesn't care.
so
He's
cute.
not embarrassed, but Emmy definitely is.
That's funny. I think Freya loves it.
Yeah.
I mean, she'll like look for us and be like wave, and it's so cute. She's adorable. When she's there, I sometimes I get emotional just watch her. I'm like, oh, it's my baby. You know?
Yeah. I sound like an idiot when I yell, so.
What do you sound like? Let's hear it.
I don't know. But I sound real bad. I said something last time and John was like, what was that? Well, I said something. I was like, yeah, I don't yell. Oh, yeah, no, I don't remember what it was.
Where you're like,
I was like,
When
I
my
don't know.
nephew was playing baseball, this was the other nephew, and I was in Sheridan watching him. Noah went with me to a game, and I didn't know what to yell. Because I'm like, I don't watch baseball that often. So I just kept yelling, nice! Noah's like, you need to learn something else, Mom. So that's always our joke. If you hear, he's always like, so he'll be watching things. He'll be like, nice!
Really?
I find myself saying the same things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm like, I don't know what to say.
When
He's
Matthew
like,
used,
nice!
yeah, when Matthew used to play baseball or basketball, I would always be like, okay, yeah, good job. Oh, good job. Good job.
Good job.
You're doing good. Good job. I was like, shut up to myself. I was like, ugh. I hate hearing myself.
Ashley
I
brought
don't-
us all a treat.
Oh, yeah, I did.
oh yes.
I think mine are gone from kids.
Did your kids
Oh
eat them all?
my.
I saw them in your
Did I too?
pantry. I should have pulled some out for
I know.
you.
Yeah.
Well, Matt
Well,
was
I
said he was going
actually
to,
tried to tuck one just now. I saw there was like one single, and I tried to tuck it in the back of the snack bin. I should have just pulled it. And,
Uh-huh.
But I am questioning that.
It's supposed to be a fruit roll up,
Roll up, yeah.
but a lot of people
But
were like,
I-
well, I couldn't find the fruit roll up, so I used fruit by the foot, and it worked just as good. Just
Yes.
wrap it around.
A
It's
lot
just
of the
fruit.
comments
It's fruit by the inch
on her
instead,
thing
you know?
said that
Fruit by
they
the
work
foot's better.
better,
Yeah.
Yeah.
that they're less messy.
Okay, that's
you can
my
wrap it
thing. Is
better.
like that sounds super messy and sticky. And like, how long does that take?
Messier than a grapefruit?
I don't know.
Yeah.
There's no way it's messier than a grapefruit.
Other than
Just
would a
put-
grapefruit rinse off easier?
Yeah,
You know what I
feel
mean?
like-
Yeah, just put a towel, just nibble it off.
yeah, do you use teeth? Because he
Oh,
does
hell.
not like.
Not normally.
I
you
know,
could.
but
I'm going to want to use teeth. That's the problem.
like, I don't know if I have
That's
the
delicious.
patience to get that all off just by
No,
that
just-
motion.
Send him to the shower.
I haven't tried it, guys.
Sarah, what
I don't know.
She was imagining. She's like, well, if you do that,
How many licks does it take to get
the center of the
fruit by the foot?
climax of the
No, this is cream-filled fruit
Ew.
roll-ups.
Of course, it was you.
Hey,
I know.
ironically, Mark sent me.
Erotically, or
Ironically,
Uh-huh.
Mark sent me a video yesterday. He goes, "Did you watch that video?" He goes, "About the fruit roll-ups." I'm like, "Did you see the story about the gift that Ashley gave us?"
Do you not see it?
No, we didn't see it. We were laughing.
That's
He's
funny.
also, "Where are they?" I'm all, "Well, we just bought a whole box at Costco." He's all, "But those are the roll-ups. No, those are the fruit by the foot." I'm like, "They work better."
Yeah, that's what we hear. So did you try it?
No, not yet.
Oh.
But he was looking at me like, I mean, I'm like, dude, I'm on my period. Shut up. It's not happening right now.
Funny. Mine are still in the trunk of my car. Forgot to bring ours.
probably
like
so
went out-
excited to give everybody
I
else
know,
theirs.
I was like, I know. That's like the
Ashley's
biggest.
skipping around with her
Right.
foot.
I
But
can
for
help-
you,
right?
you.
I was gonna try to
you.
record everybody's reaction, and post them all. And then I did tag Fatty in the second one, and she saw it, but she didn't repost it. I don't think she knows
Yeah.
How big of a deal
important
we are.
Yeah, that's
Too
fine.
bad,
She'll
Fatty.
regret it one
I
day.
hadn't watched the stories,
That
so
was
I
your
didn't.
chance.
I had to go back and
Yeah,
Well,
there are
I'll
lots
look it
of
up.
people. I don't know.
Ashley's
have
going to
tried
be
it.
like, "Here, Molly, you can have my box." Sorry, John. I had to help a friend.
Molly's
darn
kids
it.
ate 'em all.
I know. Ours were hiding in the back of the car. Probably like frozen with how cold it was
Yeah,
today.
it's true.
Oh my gosh. So we were sitting next to the dugout today in the freezing cold, and I had a comfy on. Like, I was all bundled up.
You had a
Wanna-
comfy on?
A coat, comfy, like those hooded.
Are they really called comfies?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Anyway, I was wearing like a blanket, a wearable blanket thing, and
Yeah.
one of the kids, he's like, "I'm so cold." I was like, "I hear ya." He's like, "You're in a blanket."
really.
Yeah,
you got called
He's-
out.
I know. He's like a funny little. He's like one of those loud little kids.
Yeah.
He's the one that's like always cheering for everybody and like. He's like, "You've got blankets and I'm in nothing here." And I was like, his mom starts laughing. I was like, "That's
Yeah, he's
that's
got
a
a point.
good point.
Yeah,
You're right."
nice and
I
cozy.
love
actually,
kids like
kid.
that. They're so funny. Oh, they're cute to like mess around with too.
I love him so much, but yeah, he totally,
that's adorable.
totally called me out.
That's awesome.
That's
you're-
funny.
You're correct.
We went outside for like 3 minutes when they were cleaning the carpets. Because again, that awkwardness of like,
Yes, somebody being in there.
Yes.
So I was like, "Let's go outside, guys." And I was like, "We got to go back in. It's freezing,
It was so cold.
windy, and cold, and woo."
So cold. Oh,
it was
miserable.
freezing.
Back to winter.
Yeah, we went outside in the backyard for a little bit with the kids.
Yeah.
Turned on the fire, turned on our heat,
Mhm.
standing heater. And it wasn't actually too bad
with all of
by
that.
that. But still, I was like,
The wind was really cold.
yes, a freaking wind. We didn't last long.
The glorious weather here.
I know. Oh my gosh.
I'm just gonna go over here if you guys need me.
what are you going to do? You got to fart?
No, I'm just gonna take a
sleep?
little nap.
Okay.
Me too.
I'm going to sleep right here.
Okay.
Let me see.
It's not much of a pillow, guys. It's
No,
not
it's a little too
scratchy.
small.
I can
I
do
bet
it.
I
It's scratchy.
Molly's
There we
like, is
go.
this a challenge?
That's a good spot.
I think you get it to
Challenge
stay.
accepted.
Have you ever fallen asleep like that in an airplane and then the person in front of you moves?
They recline
Yes.
their chair and
Yeah,
like
and you're
knock.
like,
yeah.
Yes. It's the
It is
worst.
the worst. I was trying to just lean forward. like
Yeah.
on my own lap almost, and the person put their chair down. I was like,
You're like getting
like
stuck.
almost got stuck behind the chair. Can you imagine?
Excuse
Excuse me, can you please move your chair?
Excuse me, sir.
That was just in our Mexico
really?
trip. Yes. It's really awkward.
You're bent over like a pretzel, stuck in the
Basically, you know when you're trying to sleep and you just can't?
Can you guys sleep in planes?
No.
Oh yes,
I can't.
I'm
not-
out. That's all I
Really?
do in planes. Yes.
No, I
If
can't
I
be
was like
comfortable.
next to Matt, I think I like laid on him, but
Yeah.
like just sitting up, I can't figure out how to do it.
Oh, I
No.
can do it.
I do
You get
like the old men in church, like,
The nodding.
Oh.
yeah. And then head nods all over the place. It's like,
You need the planes that have those little things that you can kind of
yeah,
fold
those are
up.
nice. The
I
little,
like those. You just kind of.
I would probably still fall forward.
I fall asleep, no problem. I can sit in middle seat, end seat, like I'm out.
Really?
Yeah,
You like leaned over and drooling on the guy next to you.
probably.
She's like,
I think last
But I
time
usually put headphones on because I'm like, I'm the person. I'm like, don't talk to me. I'm
Yeah.
gonna sleep.
Yeah.
So
I think in Hawaii I got one of those like pillows, and I think I was like
Yes.
this. It was a red eye, so I was real tired. So
I want the plane rides that you have like your little like
Your
your, own
little
little
pod?
bed. Yeah, your own little
yeah,
pod. I want
first
that.
class. Or that's like
Uh,
more upper first class.
Maybe
Huh.
that's
I
like
thought
when
that
you're
was, like-
really long trips.
Yeah, like international stuff, right?
Oh yeah.
When we
you're
can
right.
fly in one of those, that
Yeah.
means we've made it.
We've made it. Okay.
Okay.
Hey,
I'll
go
make it happen.
subscribe. Go subscribe to our YouTube.
YouTube, yes.
Go
So we can fly in a pod.
Yeah, so we can fly in a pod.
Can you
We
guys
can
sleep in
experience
cars?
life.
Yes.
100%.
Not super comfortably, but yeah.
Cars.
You know what? I don't much anymore though. And Mark, he changed me on that. I've always been like, I love road trips because I usually am not the driver. I'd usually pass out in the passenger seat. And Mark's the type's like, babe, will you talk to me so I stay awake?
So then you're afraid he's
So
gonna
now
fall
I'm
asleep.
so stressed. Like anytime I do start to fall asleep, I'll be like in a panic. I'll literally just look right at him. Are you okay?
Yeah.
And he's like, yes, I'm
Yeah.
fine. And I'll start to doze. Is everything all right?
That probably scares him more than
Does, it
anything.
freaks him
Yeah.
out. Like now he's like, just go to sleep.
Yeah. Please sleep, Tara.
Oh, my kids have said the funniest things this week. So Freya, I was changing out of my gym clothes. That's what it was. And I was gonna hop in the shower, but I pulled off my one shirt and my sports bra pulled up. So my boob like flopped out. And she started giggling so hard. She goes, Mom. She goes, are those your pimples?
Your pimple.
And Mark and I just lost it. I'm all my pimples. She goes, yeah, your pimples are out. I'm like, honey, those are called nipples. And she goes, or no, I didn't even say that yet. And she goes, well, what are they called? Are they your tits? Are you serious? I'm dead serious.
Oh my God.
Mark and I were crying. Like we're like, shit, where did she learn that?
I wonder where she learned
Yeah.
that.
I don't say tits in front of my kids.
But Mark might when you think they're
doesn't.
sleeping. You think they don't know you're in the closet.
Shut the door.
You can still hear through a closet
Tara's
door.
like,
Titties, shake them titties. Pitch them titties. No.
Lick them.
Like them titties.
Just pimples.
Pimples. Oh my word. I was like, so then we told her, those are nipples, honey. Oh my word. And then this was just today. Rock's all drawing. He's actually drawing in a book of mine. He grabbed a book of mine
Oh, good.
and was coloring it with a colored pencil. It was real cool.
Nice. Yeah.
This book I don't ever read, so I wasn't that upset. But
Is it a Colleen Hoover book?
it wasn't. No,
Okay.
no. Those I keep in a separate place for that
Oh,
reason.
Okay.
But he's all, Mom, I'm just drawing a dinosaur. I'm all, that's cool. He goes, I'm drawing it for Daddy. He goes, it's a 69 dinosaur.
What's that?
I don't, nothing. Like I looked at it,
Sure.
it's nothing. But I literally was like,
Is that something else you guys refer to?
no.
Just kidding.
I was literally, I'm like, you're drawing what? He goes, 69 dinosaur, Mom.
I don't even. What is,
I don't
maybe
either.
he's trying to say the name of one of the dinosaurs. Didn't he get one of those like egg things that you carve out the dinosaurs and they come with the cards?
Yes.
Maybe he's talking about a dinosaur.
Okay, I hope so.
One of the names.
I hope so. Well, he doesn't know what that is.
No, he doesn't.
I think it was just super random.
Yeah.
But I literally told Mark,
You're
I'm
like-
like, what in the hell? Are you using these terms? He's like, no, of course not.
I think your kids need to get into their own bedroom.
Oh my
Yeah.
He is in his own
Rock is.
bedroom. And Freya is for most of the
Starts
night.
out there. Yeah. That's
And we don't
awesome.
do it in the bed with our kids, you guys. That's a hell no for me. Explore the rest of the house.
Yeah.
Your pimples.
I'm too scared to go anywhere else in the house. I'm afraid kids gonna come out of bed.
Yeah, yeah.
Like I heard something. Oh,
Yeah,
shit.
we're
We're just doing laundry.
that's hard. Anyways, so that's what's happened this week in my house.
Who knows what's happening in your house? Jeez.
No shit, I know.
next thing you see them doing is wrapping a fruit by the foot around their penis.
Or a banana.
They're all practicing. Oh my hell, you guys. No, I don't talk about stuff like that in front of my kids. I promise. It's
Rock
so-
probably heard us
so
talking
gross.
about the story, and he's
What story?
the Instagram story we did about the wrapping. It's like a
Oh yeah, he was in the stroller.
what are those?
He
you
was
know
a
when you
ways
take
up though.
When you take a hot dog and you wrap it in the thing, what are those called?
Pig in a blanket.
Yeah, that's what
Pigs
these
in a
are.
blanket. That's exactly what those
Like
are.
a pig in a blanket. It's a different kind.
Yeah.
Pig in a sleeping bag. No?
Ding dong in a. No, those are good. These are good.
I was trying to think of another one. I just
I
don't
was
have
too.
the mental
My brain.
capacity right now.
My brain.
Come up with anything clever.
So self-confidence.
You don't have any updates?
No.
You're the only one. Nothing?
Yeah, no.
Let's start talking about that.
Yeah, let's do it.
All right. Okay. So, what does self-confidence mean to you? I'm kidding. All right. So, when we did our first self-confidence, Ashley hosted, and it was awesome.
Yeah.
And we actually had a few people say they really enjoyed the episode. I think
Yep.
self-confidence is something that we all struggle with in some way.
Yeah.
Right. Throughout our lives at some point. And I think it's a conversation that has a lot of depth and different stages of confidence, depending on where we're at in our life, because experience and time in this life actually helps confidence, which makes sense. Think about us as like teenagers and young 20s. We're so new to the world. We're very impressionable, I feel like, because we are still kind of
Are you talking to me specifically?
building. I know I'm talking to everybody.
I feel like this is aimed towards me.
Is it?
I'm totally
Maybe I'm just speaking.
Are you
Like
speaking to me?
this subject is speaking to you. Is that what it is?
I don't know. My bed
So
is calling me, but-
I like the color of your shirt.
Thank you. I actually went
We're
to go
already
wipe later,
scrolling.
and it just like went up the shirt.
it's gonna go real well. I'm half dead today. I really like. Oh, I
Did you even hear
feel
what I said?
foggy. No,
Me
what did you
too.
say?
I
What'd you
said I
say?
wiped, and it just went up the shirt and fell off the shirt.
It dyed the whole shirt immediately. I love that color. Like
Molly
I
said
want it
that
for
Ashley's
myself.
shirt looks like poop.
I didn't even say it looked like poop, did
You
I?
just said it's a terrible
I
color.
said that's
Oh, it's a
just not a
terrible
great color.
Really?
Well, she said that's a terrible color
it.
shirt, but it looks good on you.
Yes, it does. I said you pull it off, but I was just looking at that shirt. I was like, that color is.
Reply in the comments. Does this color of shirt look good?
Ooh, it's like a mustard.
Mustard?
It's like a dull.
Shit.
Oh, shit.
No, it's like a
That would be a pretty
like
bright
a,
shit.
like
honestly.
a Dijon mustard.
No, that's not even close to mustard.
A
Like
brown
a
mustard.
Dijon.
Like a brown mustard.
Yeah,
but
like
it's
a
like
Dijon.
greenish.
Yeah, it's like,
Like
more
a
olivey.
Yeah.
Dijon mustard. Have you guys seen Dijon mustard?
I feel
Not
like
bright
Dijon is
yellow.
more yellow, than a brown
or
mustard.
brown, but this
There's
is
the-
green.
It's like a
No.
brownish
It's brown.
green.
Your Dijon mustard's
It's a
probably wrong.
Poop
I,
green.
I think it's Dijon mustard.
Poop colored shirt.
Anyway,
I would literally wear that shirt I like
She's
it.
Well, I'm
rocking
wearing
it
it.
with self-confidence,
Yeah,
ladies
I
and
am.
gentlemen.
I don't care what you say,
But maybe
Molly.
after tomorrow.
I like this shirt.
Watch, we're never gonna see her in it again. She's gonna burn it.
Do you know what? They gave me another shirt, and I was in the storage room, and I accidentally tore the whole sleeve open.
Oh,
so I had to
no.
throw it away. So who knows? That may happen to this one.
Was it a good color?
Whoops.
Yeah, it was like a.
Like a digital.
like a really dirt brown.
Oh,
Oh,
yes.
like mud.
Beautiful.
Like a mud color.
No, it was like a teal. Anyway, cool.
Okay.
So there's lots of different stages to self-confidence.
I already got distracted.
This is gonna be hard. This is how Kim feels.
Yeah.
You know how you're feeling?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's how you
Poor
feel,
Kim.
Poor Kim. Dealing with these bitches.
And
I'm
she's
sorry,
too
Kim.
nice to be like, stop.
Shut up.
We can ramble. I'm fine. We can just talk about color of the wall if you want to tonight.
Why
It's
would
kind
we do
of like
that?
a shit gray.
More like a shit green to me.
It's not green.
Doesn't
That is
it kind
gray.
of look green?
You
look
will-
right here.
The lighting.
No.
It's gray.
It's great.
It's like a dark gray.
Okay, over here looks more dark gray. That looks more green. You can't look over there and say that doesn't kind of look green.
It looks kind of yellow with that light.
Yeah,
That light's yellow.
What
Yellow
color
screen.
is this?
pink.
Okay.
Like a dark
you got
pink.
it. Uh-huh.
It's like shit teal.
You would have issues if you're pooping that color.
That means you ate a lot.
Or
Or
that
something
means you're
that
like
color.
That means you're a unicorn, man. You're
Or-
shitting
Or
rainbows.
you ate Play-Doh.
Yeah.
chalk. Okay.
Okay. All right. Okay, we're just gonna dive right into it.
Let's do it.
This is more of like the journey on how you can actually build self-confidence. And this is 10 steps, which I know you touched on that too, Ash, but this is 10 steps. And it has nothing to do, which I found this interesting because we mentioned body confidence in our last episode. Has nothing, none of it has to do with your body or how you look. None of it, which makes sense. Okay, so number one.
So don't worry about your shirt.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah,
I
don't worry
wasn't.
about it.
You were
Yeah.
worried about my shirt. I'm not worried about my shirt.
Or your mommy takeover.
Oh, I don't care about that.
Okay. Steps.
Step number one. You're a work in progress.
That's not a step.
I'm about ready to retire this subject already. I have enough confidence to say you guys.
You guys are all spicy tonight.
No.
I'm done. I'm going
We're
to
all
bed.
tired.
I'm so cool to go to bed. I'm tired AF. Bye.
She's like,
Ending. Good.
what was it?
hell.
What did
Hey,
you
what
say?
else do I need to do?
Say
Because
it
that
again.
didn't tell me what to do.
Okay, cool. We'll just move on.
What did it say?
Power of Okay.
Because I had a thought before Molly ruined it.
On work in progress. On work in
Work in pro-
progress.
Yeah.
This is talking about just being okay with you are a work in progress.
Yes.
Like not having it all figured out all the time. For example, do you guys ever feel afraid to fail?
Yes,
Yes.
all the time.
In what regard?
Everything. Parenting. Any career I've taken on.
Yeah, anything
Okay.
new scares me.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
scary.
Like taking my car to get the oil changed. Like, where do I put my car? And are they going to think that I'm weird? Do I park it here or do I park it there? Do I park and then go talk to the person? And then what do you do?
Yeah,
I'm still afraid of it. And I've done it
That's-
multiple times.
that's scary. It's real scary stuff.
Serious.
Kim,
Kim.
yeah.
you fear being wrong or looking stupid
Yes.
in that
Yeah.
situation. Yes. Ashley,
life is really scary to me.
all of life.
Everything.
You get nervous walking outside your front door?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I get nervous. Not really, but I feel like you guys witnessed it firsthand on Saturday. Like I started, like my anxiety, my fear, my,
Mm-hmm.
When you're
Yes.
uncomfortable.
yeah. Like just new situations
Yeah.
really get me being
I-
out of my normal.
I hate the thought of looking stupid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
That
do
like
too,
really gets
hardcore.
in my head.
Mhm.
Of saying dumb stuff, which then I like fumble and say more dumb stuff and look look even worse
Yeah.
because I get in my head.
Yeah.
Right.
That
I do
happened.
too. And I feel like I don't need to know everything. I
Right.
feel like
Yeah.
I go into situations thinking that I need to know what to do or that I can't ask a dang question. Like,
Right.
just ask.
Yeah.
It's not that hard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I always have to remind myself, you can ask questions.
Yeah.
Like, not everybody's going to know everything.
Yeah. We were at John's parents' house and they were talking about Iceland or Greenland or something. And I said something about, I was like, oh, did you know that Greenland is more icy? And John was like, that's a total like, and I was like, oh, and I felt real stupid, but it was just like, I don't know.
Yeah.
But they're like, that's like an elementary thing. People say, in elementary school. And I was like, oh, well, that was dumb.
Wait, you said something and they said that to you?
John did. He's like, that's not true. He kind of said it just to me.
Oh,
right?
I see.
He didn't
I
like
see.
call me out in front of everybody, but I still felt stupid because what I said was out to everybody. And they were like,
I really question if it was actually stupid, though. You
oh,
know
it
what
was.
I mean?
No, it was not true.
Oh,
So I felt stupid.
okay. Okay. Well, you mentioned like stepping out of the comfort zone, right?
Yeah.
Didn't you? Anything outside of your So it says we tend to make safe decisions inside our comfort zone because that zone gives us confidence, right? We're comfortable in our bubble. But they said that the problem with that is that your bubble becomes very fragile and there's probably things that will happen that's going to break you out of your bubble. And then you're left feeling even more shaken and scared with your confidence because now your own little bubble is now no longer your safe zone. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
For me, I don't know why that spoke to me hugely because I was like, oh, yeah, like even though we feel like, oh, yeah, I'm happy in my bubble, like I'm good with this, life happens and it's probably going to change and something's going to pop that thing. You know what I mean? So it said it's really important to face your fear and be okay with being wrong, being okay with potentially looking stupid. Because all it is it's just a point of failure, like getting comfortable with failing. That way, as you work, you start to expand your bubble every time. You know what I mean? So I love that. And then also that failure, it's not a sign of weakness or being inferior.
I kind of feel like you've like been taught, and maybe it's like a generational thing, but that like kind of that failure is kind of weakness.
Yeah.
Like if you
right?
fail at
Yeah.
something, maybe you didn't try hard enough, you didn't
Yeah.
You didn't
know
practice
it well enough.
enough.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's a part of growth.
Yeah.
You know? I mean, there's not one successful person that hasn't failed.
Right.
Not one. Like you look at any millionaire and any successful basketball player, football player, anyone, any parent that has
Yeah.
raised great kids. Like how many failures have they faced? Countless, right? Like anybody where I think of like someone taking a risk when they're starting a business or starting a social media venture or right. A lot of people have this like zero sum mentality. Like, oh, they're not good because they're not in the NBA. So they're not good for sure. Like they're not there, right? It's easy for us to look at someone in the NBA and say they're freaking madly skilled because look at them. They're getting paid. They're playing the big ball, right? Or like social media. They're amazing. It's just like people that have a lot of followers. It's easy to click that follow button because you already think, oh, they're for sure cool because look at how many people follow them.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Whereas like my cousin was talking to me, this was a few months back. She's like, oh, I missed my my chance. You know, like there's no way I'll make it now. And I'm like, why not? She's like, I just missed it. There's no way. Like I should have done it in 2020. And I'm like, sure. That was a great time. A lot of people say it was a great time to start. But social media is a huge part of this world still. Sure, maybe your journey will take a lot longer. I don't know. But why can't you succeed? And what are you nervous about? You know, it's that zero sum mentality of, oh, if I'm not there, if I'm not where that person is, there's no way I'm as
The
cool as
all or
that
nothing
or as I'm
type.
capable. Yeah. So I love that. Like all of these people have failed, I'm sure, time and time again, you know? So it's just learning to adapt to change and not to be afraid of your mistakes. And I know we hear it all the time, But in the best way to get more comfortable with that is to just always step outside your comfort zone. And they say one of the best ways you can do that, and this goes further down the line, is having a conversation with a stranger. Like, as weird as that is, but they said that is a hard step for many people to take, because you're probably facing one of the most awkward moments because you don't know that person at all. You have no clue how that conversation is going to go, what their interest is,
Yeah.
you know? So it's just a whole new experience for you, and how you're going to kind of like gauge this conversation and where it's going to go.
I've actually thought about this a lot lately, because having strangers come in my home
Yeah.
and like having to spend a couple hours with them, and it's like, so you start out very vague, right? And it's like, oh, you know, what are you going to do the rest of today or whatever, you know? And then you kind of get a little insight of like, do they have kids, or if their family situation and stuff. But it's hard to not just assume either. It's hard. Like, you can't just assume they have kids, or that they have a spouse, or even family close by or whatever. So you really have to be like, tread lightly for a second until you know. I don't know. It's crazy. But then it's really fun, like how much someone will open up to you once they see that you're willing to, I don't know.
Yeah. I mean, you actually going to school, like stepping outside of your comfort zone, becoming a student again
Society,
later in life, which you said you were one of the oldest in the class.
Oh, I was the
right?
oldest.
You were the oldest. Okay. Like, that's
I
huge.
was the geriatric student, like the elderly student, whatever.
But they all loved you, right? Like, in
I
a
don't
way, they
know.
looked.
They pretended to.
They not that it matters, but you said at the end, like, you had this like huge sense of accomplishment.
Yeah,
And, like,
absolutely. I definitely I mean, I never planned on going back to school. It was always something I thought about doing, but it wasn't for nails. It was for like nursing or something. And then I thought, well, I have to do something that's going to work around my kid's schedule. I have to do something that I can be available. I can make my own schedule, and school isn't going to be incredibly long and demanding. So it was a little bit demanding, but it wasn't super long, and we made it work.
Yeah.
But it was definitely out of my comfort zone, and a lot harder than I imagined nail school would be, which maybe that's weird, but like way more actual homework and like studying than I thought was going to be necessary.
Yeah, like you had to retain info and pass tests.
A lot of tests. And
yes.
things. I was like, this is crazy. Like bones and muscles and like arteries and things in your arms and legs. And I was like, how is this even? Anyway, it was really weird.
Because you never know. You might end up
Chemistry. Oh.
cutting off a finger or something.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I cut off the the finger bone. Just kidding. Yeah,
No,
it
but
was
what
good.
you did, I mean, I remember you even saying that John was like, I can see this like boost of confidence
Yeah.
in you, you know?
Yeah. Well, definitely. Yeah, it definitely helps for sure.
And you're talking to strangers all the time.
I am talking to
You're
strangers all the time.
facing an awkward
Really
moment,
scary. It is very awkward.
you know?
But it's one of those things where you fake it till you make it, right?
Yep.
Like if you kind of go in it like having this fake confidence,
Yeah.
you know, and then it's fine.
Shall we keep going? Okay. Power of experience was another one.
Molly's just gonna keep her eyes open.
Girl,
She's
I'm with
actually
you. I've been
asleep.
upset 6 too. But I like this one because I know we always sometimes will turn to people that are older than us for help, right? And that it's the power of experience. Like, you can only experience extraordinary opportunities by exposing yourself to new things.
Is that why you guys all
And/or-
come to me? Because I'm so experienced?
Yes.
So you're like
'Cause you're
Like
got
wise.
5 years on
uh-huh,
us.
like the wise owl.
Like
That's
Yoda.
right.
You have lots of lots of experience.
Wise I am, Kimmy says. Or a lifetime of experience. So people that gain that wisdom. So we are a student of life.
Yeah.
I love that.
Doing yoga now.
Oh my gosh. Those arms today, and
Let's all take a
shoulders. Let's do.
So we can all fall
Get
asleep.
some
for a while.
sugar.
I was gonna say, you know how I've said multiple times I hit 30s and it was like I don't care anymore. It's
Yeah.
probably partially with like experience and like I've learned that other people's words don't need to affect me. And
Yeah.
like through the years, I've realized like other people's opinions don't matter. You know, it's about you and what you like, and you know, Yeah, I
And
think
there's
that just
those
comes with
there's
it.
those few
Yeah.
people that you value their opinion,
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
and the others, like, what does them, not liking you or not liking your content or whatever it may be, what effect does that have on you?
Yeah. And
Yep.
it's just like learning that it doesn't need to
Yeah.
have an effect on you.
Yeah.
Like you've got the people that like you, and oh well, some people are not gonna like you. That's
Mhm.
surprise, surprise.
Or rainbows.
Not everybody's gonna like you.
Or rainbows.
Or rainbows.
Or- I love rainbows. Well, and you can't control what anyone thinks of us.
Yeah.
Like that's like just
no.
That's on them.
that's
Yeah,
on them.
absolutely.
Yeah.
Like we have zero control.
Yeah.
You know?
But we should never have to change who we are or whatever for
Exactly.
them,
Yeah.
just because they have that opinion.
Exactly.
But I think that comes with time. Like
Mhm.
I
Yep.
don't feel like I could say that in my 20s
Right,
or teenage
sure.
years when you're
Yeah.
so
Mm-mm.
impressionable and you think all those opinions matter, and at the time they seem like they do.
But they
Yeah.
But I think you just get older and you realize they don't they
know.
don't
Yeah.
matter.
No.
I'm trying to teach my kids this already, and it's
I
hard
know.
'cause-
Well, that's what I'm saying. I think
Ugh.
it's age that, and everybody's always like, "How do you have that confidence?" I'm like, I honestly don't know. I seriously think it's just comes with age and just
Yeah.
learning these experiences and knowing that I've got the people that love me, and that's all I really need.
Yeah.
Yep.
I mean, that's what's most important.
Yeah, they love me
We
for
don't
me, not for something else.
Yep. We don't have to. Yeah. I think like in the early years, you're like worried about what you look like and who the like cool person, like what they think about you,
Yes.
you know? But down the line, it doesn't make any difference in our
No.
life. But a way that you can like expand your experience in being a student of life is just to continue to expose your life to as many new things as you can. So whether it's a new job, whether it's meeting new people,
I don't want to go skydiving.
going just
I don't want to do.
I think that's a hard part about parenting, because I feel like you are kind of forced into this bubble, and like your exposure to new things and new experiences, I feel like outside of your kids obviously is
right.
kind of limited.
Yeah.
Like the amount of times that I get to go try something new is probably like when we go out.
Yeah.
Like
Birthdays.
it's not, yeah, it's not like I go, and like my kids are getting to a little bit better ages, but I'm not going to go do this big grand adventure with hauling along little kids.
Yes.
So it
Yeah.
definitely makes it a little bit more limited
For sure.
for experiences
Absolutely.
and like exposure.
Yeah. Well, and for
Yeah.
me, it's like I get nervous of their safety, you know, like where are we going? How am I going to keep them safe? But I admire, we see it on TikToks, these people that take their kids. It's like they're like very adventurous, and that adventure doesn't stop when they have kids. You know what I mean? Like you see the TikToks of a 1-year-old snowboarding down a mountain, or they're taking them like, canoeing, like these insane videos where I'm like, whoa, like I could never imagine doing that.
Maybe that's what we need to do more,
Yeah.
is like take our kids out on those new experiences, and it's good for us, good for them.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a wild summer.
It's a lot of work and it sounds very tiring. It looks cool, but thinking about it. Anyways, they said that's the biggest thing. Unstoppable confidence is the courage to try something new. That's really, really, really important. Guys, I'm just as pooped as you are. I'm sorry. I just feel like everybody's half dead. It's not fun if we're half dead. Do you know what I'm saying? Okay. Embracing change. My friend Mel Robbins.
Mel.
We've
good
missed
old
you, Mel. Where have you
I
been?
know. Her and I need
We
to
need
hang
a
out.
good dose of Mel.
We do need a
Yeah,
good dose of
She
Mel.
probably should come on our podcast.
She
Could
should.
you talk to her?
Yeah,
about
I'm gonna
that?
talk to her.
'Kay.
I'm actually on her little there's like this
Group.
subscribe thing she
Mhm.
did, but it's free. It's been kind of cool. But she says, with change, be the person you want to be today.
Yeah.
Like, I think it's so easy for so many of us of like, oh, I want to do that. And she's like, well, just be it. And I
Do it then.
obviously there's going to take work to probably get there, you know, but like I want to be an NBA star. Start being it today. Practice every day. Go play basketball any chance you can.
Yeah.
You know, like those types of steps.
It's hard because we're all in these habits of what
Yep.
we are now. So
Uh-huh.
it's a bunch of habit breaking and habit creating, you know, like new habits, whatever. And that's where I get stuck.
Yep.
But she's exactly right. Like if you want to make change, you have to,
Actually
Do
do
it.
something about it.
and her like stop thinking about it. Just do it.
Yes.
Like don't think so much. Like you want to get up and work out. Then when that alarm goes off, don't think about it. Just get up
Yep.
and do it.
Just go.
Yeah.
And I know it's natural for our brains to want, Mel has talked about this too, to want change is scary, even for our brains. Like it's natural to want to stop us,
Yeah.
right? Because it's nerve wracking.
Yeah.
What?
I feel like she was just giggling. So I was giggling. at her
giggling?
giggling.
About what?
About
Just-
Mel.
Your references to Mel. You talk to her like she's your buddy. I just think it's funny.
She always says your friend Mel Robbins, just so you know that is her thing. She's my friend. She
There
tells
she
me
is.
every day.
What's that one quote that's like, don't do the same thing and expect different results?
The definition of insanity.
So it's like, goodness, got a frog in my throat.
Get it out.
It's the lost
Like if
frog.
you want changes, you have to change your behavior.
Yeah. Problem is sometimes I'm too lazy
I know, me too.
and I don't want to change. But I know
I
if I'm
want to
lazy,
change. I just don't want to do the steps.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Uh,
Like we can all sit and talk about being millionaires, but
Yeah.
damn, the work you got to put in to get
yeah,
there
we
is
got to do
insane.
this.
Yep.
It is hard though, like the time, the energy, the possible money.
Yep.
And then the fear of failing, the
Mhm.
possibility of failing and losing all that time and all that money. Like I think of I have all these big ideas in my head and things I would like to do or try to start and it's fear and fear of failure for sure that like holds me back.
Yeah.
Is there anything you've done that you feel like there was a point in life where you overcame your fear and you actually did hit or accomplish your goal?
Going back to college for sure.
Yeah.
Because I went back, a lot later. I started nursing school when I was 30. So
That's-
I was like the
yeah.
oldest.
Yeah.
Like one of the older kids. I wasn't a kid. One of the older people in class. So like doing that was a big step. I took a big step back in my job at the time. I took a huge pay cut. I had to move back home.
Mm-hmm.
Like that was, talk about a confidence musher.
Yeah, that's a big one.
For
Like
sure.
moving back home in your 30s, like, bleh.
Oh,
But like I didn't have an option because I quit my job to go work as an aide at the hospital and made like $12 an hour. Like I couldn't afford to live out on my
Oh.
own. So taking that step, but I had to take that step back to take any step forward.
Yeah. And you feel like you gained more?
Yeah. I have something now, like a career now that I could fall back on at any point. If I wanted to work full time, I would have a job and I would be able to take care of our family pretty decently.
Yeah. That's a huge piece of
Mhm.
confidence, I think.
Yeah.
When you know, like you could provide
Yeah.
if you needed to. I mean, you do. Well, you do provide. You work, but
Yeah, I work very part time, but if I
Yes.
needed, if anything happened or anything, I could work full time and we could still maintain our lifestyle.
yeah.
So that is a good feeling. But, there's other things I would like to do, like other passions.
yeah.
For sure.
Yeah.
I think it's good too. That's part of the experience, right?
Yeah.
Experiencing the world. Unstoppable confidence is not stopping. I agree. Yeah. I feel like I've sometimes hit roadblocks where I don't embrace something new as often. I think the biggest thing for Mark and I was starting our new business 6 years ago. And I remember there was everybody was skeptic. Everybody. I'm not kidding. I think there was one person that had our backs. And everybody that was skeptic, they meant well. I don't think anybody was, but they were so nervous. And it was because none of them they're just not they're not entrepreneurs. They were very just more blue collar. Like, this is the road everybody should take. You know what I mean? And it was just a very new thing. But I remember Mark and I just like looking at each other in the face, like, it's us. We got this. Let's do it. You know, obviously, you know, we sold it. And I'm so glad we did. Like, it was time for that journey to end and for something new to start. But we learned so much through that experience. We learned that we could do it. We proved to ourselves we could do it. Everyone else was like over the moon. Like, whoa. I even remember my mom like, this is why I'll never be rich, because I don't have the guts to do this. She literally said that to me, you know, as she sees our little cute obstacle course just packed with people. And it was cool. It's cool that we did it, even though I didn't feel like there was much on our side. I mean, financially, we had to figure it out all by ourselves. Like, there was nothing, no one, we did it all on our own. So it gives us the confidence that we could do it again for something else. And that feels good. Anything else? Like, where you guys feel like you embrace change?
I have a really good amount of confidence in bed.
Yes.
You know? Yeah.
You're very good in the sack.
You just bear it all, show all your faces.
I'm really loud.
I'm proud of you.
I just like,
You're getting
I
louder.
really just let them know,
Crazy.
you know? Yeah, crazy in there.
Yeah, because if you're not loud, you're not good, I guess.
Yeah, if you're
right?
not loud, you're not proud.
Nope.
Yeah.
While you're listening to Love Loud.
Yeah. Yes.
Okay, guys, we'll just wrap it up. I'm sorry. I can't do this. I don't think any of us can. This is torture.
It's not torture.
It is torture. I'm tired too. I get it. Let's wrap it up. Those are some new little tips for y'all for self-confidence. Don't do this when you're half tired either, because it doesn't, kind of feels dead.
This week's just really busy.
Yeah.
Got a lot going on.
But if I just had one thing, just try something new this week. Embrace change. Go talk to a stranger. As weird as that sounds, it doesn't have to be like a random Joe Schmo on the road, but like, I don't know, if you're going to get your oil
Sports
changed.
games, or
Yeah.
talk to another parent.
Yeah. Maybe go to that barbecue that neighbor's invited to you a few times. I don't know.
I haven't.
Just do it. You know, it'll help build that confidence of like, you can handle.
Get out of your bubble.
Yep. You can handle maybe awkward situations. Break out of that bubble. Just one step. Take one step. There's a lot more we could go into, but we'll call it there. Yeah.
For now.
For now.
For now.
Call it there, ladies. Cool.
Make sure to subscribe to our YouTube.
Oh, yes.
Follow us on Instagram. Is that all?
Write a review.
Yeah.
We appreciate it. Love you all. Goodbye.